Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this important hearing today to explore the important issue of access to healthy foods. I want to also thank you for the invitation to join you in California earlier this year. I thought it was a very productive hearing, and I cannot help but add that that burger that you had earlier, there's a 1 in 5 chance it actually came from Nebraska. We produce 20% of the hamburgers and steaks in this country. But within the larger discussion, I would like to focus on a particular market area that has enjoyed rapid growth in recent years. One that I find both exciting as a policymaker and a food consumer, the emergence of local food systems. Local food markets take shape in various forms: the community farmers market, food cooperatives, direct-to-consumer sales, community-supported agriculture networks, and farm-to-school programs. In a few minutes, we will hear more about an innovative online foods initiative in my own home state of Nebraska. But whatever their form, local foods markets reconnect farmers and families, the urban and the rural communities, and people to agriculture. Linkages that in many ways have been sacrificed in place of a modern market system. But Americans are increasingly interested in knowing about where their food comes from. This has created a large market opportunity for local agriculture producers, and the growth of these local food systems and farmers markets have increased by almost 7% in just the last few years. And the organics food market has had sales of nearly $23 billion last year. In my view, these market opportunities will only continue to grow, benefiting everyone in agriculture. Local foods markets represent not only a growing market trend, they help meet multiple public policy objectives, as we'll hear today. Buying and selling locally grown food creates economic opportunity by building new markets for ag producers, supporting healthy lifestyles, by providing nutritious options and increasing good food access to consumers, and it also promotes good environmental stewardship. Regarding economic opportunity, the economic potential of local food systems for farmers and communities is very significant. Economic analysis has shown that if consumers shifted just 1% of their purchasing power to buy locally grown products, farmers would see a gain of 5% in their income. And buying directly from a farmer sends 90% of the food dollar back to the farm. Local economies also stand to gain significantly from local food systems. Right now, only about 7% of local food dollars stay in the community. That number, by comparison, was 40% a century ago. Food dollars that stay in the community are spent in the community. From the bakery to the butcher shop to the hardware store, Main Street businesses and our local economies are strengthened when food is raised and sold locally. Today, local food producers are not only farmers and livestock producers, they're also business people. Their agricultural entrepreneurship will help bring about rural revitalization, and local, state, and federal policy should recognize, I believe, these efforts as a strategy for local economic recovery. Second, let me touch on the issue of health and wellness. Local foods provide a fresh, healthy food option for consumers. As the chairman mentioned, in August, we held a subcommittee field hearing in my hometown of Lincoln, Nebraska. It was called Addressing the Health in Healthcare, Nutrition Prevention and Wellness Practices. The local businesses, health and nutrition experts talked about the value of wellness initiatives. And one of the witnesses gave testimony about the nutritional impacts of local foods and provided her experience with the very popular Good Fresh Local Dining program at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. Good nutrition, health, and wellness practices deserve to be an important part of structural health care reform. Today we see an epidemic of chronic diseases across the country, and public health statistics and economic data show that 75% of all health care spending is related in some way to treating lifestyle-related chronic diseases. 7 out of every 10 deaths in this country are caused by a chronic condition, largely lifestyle-related. Perhaps better preventing, better managing, and in some cases even reversing these trends can occur through healthy lifestyle changes, and of course that's related significantly to nutrition. Incentivizing health and wellness practices with good nutrition as a central focus, I believe, should continue to be a top priority of good health care reform. Local, regional, and food systems need to be a working solution to the challenges of better health and increased access of good foods as well to at-risk populations. Third, let me touch briefly on the issue of environmental stewardship. Production of local foods promotes good environmental stewardship outcomes. The average produce in America travels 1,500 food miles before it is consumed. The American Farmland Trust estimates that $1 million barrels of oil could be conserved each week if Americans ate just one meal consisting of locally grown foods. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I look forward to hearing more about this in the upcoming discussion, and thank you once again for holding this important hearing.
Comments.